me on the secure line.
Please hold.
Good, it's working this time.
All right. Hello.
Hey,
How's it going?
good. It's been a good day. I'm actually outside right now at the office, so it's a little warm, but other than that, it's been good, really good.
Dude, it's a hot day.
Yeah, it is.
You're braving it.
Yeah. How's your day?
Well, it's good. I just got done videoing myself making some homemade yogurt. And I do this every week. And I was like, feel like this would be really fun to share with people because it's like the easiest process in the world. So,
How do you make yogurt? I've never done it.
okay, well, you make yogurt with yogurt. So
Oh,
it is super easy. So I use raw milk, you know me, and I get a gallon of raw milk, and then I get a Greek yogurt from the grocery store that's like a unsweetened whole milk,
okay.
and my favorite brand is Maple Hill for anyone listening who wants to do it. And
No free promotion. I'm going to cut that.
heck no, not for Maple Hill.
Uh,
And so yeah, I pour my gallon of milk into the Instapot, and then I get like 2 or 3 generous spoonfuls of the yogurt, and then I mix it a little bit, and then I put the top on and I press the yogurt button on the Instapot. And
okay.
technically when you press it the first time, it goes to boil, which is like pasteurizing it. But
Mm,
if you click it a second time, it just does it up to like, I think it's like 110 degrees. So it's not pasteurizing. So it keeps it actually like as a raw yogurt.
okay.
And you can set it for 24 to 48 hours. And the thicker it is, the longer you leave it in. And it is so fantastic. It's tangy and amazing.
I'm going to take your word for it because I don't really like yogurt at all. So I'll probably never do this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a little too soupy for your type, you know.
That might be it. Yeah, maybe you're right.
You know, it's pretty wet, you
Yeah,
know.
it is. And just like the flavors that we have, we add fruit to it. That makes logical sense to me. But
Yes.
really the only well, no, maybe I like a blueberry or a strawberry, but that's it. That's the only type of yogurts that I would ingest if I wanted to have one.
Okay. Yeah, and like technically sometimes I'll put like a vanilla flavor in it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Um and it's pretty good. But I forgot to put the flavor in it last time and I was like this still tastes pretty good. So
Hmm,
um but I mean technically once it's done, you could like crush blueberries or whatever berry in it and
true.
just, you know, make it whatever flavor you want. But yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've been up to. Pretty serious stuff, you
Yeah,
know.
totally. Well, I think
Yeah.
this is the first episode we've had since the song came out. Is that right?
My goodness, it
It's only
is.
been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever.
Wait, when did the song come out? The 10th. Okay, it's been, let's see, it's the 10th. 1, 2. Okay, we just passed 2 weeks. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, it
Wow.
is crazy. I feel like a lot has happened in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. Um,
Yes.
how are you feeling about it now that it's out in the world?
Mm, I'm feeling amazing. I really am. I mean, I told you probably last time, like I felt really content before I put out the music, and I'm just feeling even more content having it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's a little strange for us on the creative side of making things that are kind of just sitting, waiting to be released for a long time. Sometimes it's weeks, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's years. And then it
Mhm.
comes out, and the rest of the world had no idea. It's brand new to them, but it's incredibly old to us.
Right.
Um, so like in the life of a song, comparatively, I feel like this was a kind of fast process. Like you wrote it at the end of last year, we recorded it at the top of this year, had it sitting and waiting, and now it's out. Um, did you feel like it was a long process for this one?
Yeah, this does feel shorter than most, I feel like, because, we were talking about Have Church the other day, and it's like I'd had that song written before I even signed my deal, and it'd probably been at least a year before it came out. So yeah, this felt short. I feel like production always feels like it takes a long time, and especially this new batch of music, because there's a lot more. I feel like moving parts, like
Hmm.
putting strings on there and horns and a lot of elements that it's not as easy to just call up the string player,
Yeah,
as it is like a guitar part or whatever. Uh but yeah, I mean, I can't believe it's out. I really can't. It's crazy.
yeah. And even more special, I think, for this song, like we've already seen a bunch of different sections of like outlets having a positive response to it.
Mm,
When you put something out, I assume you just like hope and pray anyone sees it. And for this one, lots
yes.
of people have seen it on social media. Uh, Christian radio, which is still really big in our world, like they're seeming to
Mhm.
enjoy it. Um, it's had a really good start at streaming, especially for something that you've released. Um,
Yes.
all subjective things, but for the most part, I think anyone would say things are going really well.
Yeah. It's really it's a new feeling for me. you know it's it's been really cool. It's kind of been surreal to have, yeah, like stations playing it immediately. K-Love obviously is a crazy ad to have, and yeah, so I'm just feeling really thankful.
Yeah. Do you feel like how do you feel after a song comes out, especially a few weeks after? Because there's like I just
Mm,
said, there's all that excitement that gets built into it, and then it sits for a while, maybe, and then by the time it comes out, maybe you're already tired of something. Um,
mhm.
we're even further removed from the small burst of excitement of having a new song and promoting it. How do you feel now? It's been a couple weeks.
I mean, I feel amazing. It's crazy, like, I'm one of the artists that listens to their songs over and over in the car, and I remember, after we got this song and the demo, and we had it demoed, and obviously then I can listen to it in the car, and I just listened to it over and over and over and over and over, and was just so happy with it. And also, like, it's a very different song, very unique. And so I had no idea if we were even going to actually cut it, because we hadn't even had the song meeting yet.
Sure.
And so, I'm just in love with it, but also like holding it loosely, because, I have a team, and you just never know. Even just because you love it doesn't mean everyone else is going to love it or even hear it. And so I think it's kind of like it still feels like shock, like setting in, that the song is not just in my phone. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because and much less on the radio. Like I've been having it like on K Love every single day because when I listen to the radio and I hear it, it's like I think I can disassociate
Mm,
and so when I hear it and hear someone saying blah blah blah, this is from artist Rachel Purcell, like it helps me come into the acceptance that this is actually real for me.
yeah,
Because I'm obviously not going to Spotify every day listening to my song, but people are.
mm,
And uh yeah, I think maybe over time it's going to come into more acceptance of like how how much people are loving it, but also like you said on socials, that is helpful with the acceptance as well because you know seeing people type out like I love this, or where can I get it, and me responding yeah it's out on whatever, like
yeah,
it's just crazy to me. So and for so long I was with a label who we just never put out songs, and you know I was there 6 years and we maybe put out 10 songs, and it's
mm.
just it's really surreal to have so much music out in such a small amount of time. So yeah, I'm just really really thankful.
How do you try to deal with the um how do I say this? Like the validation that comes from outside success, or like people noticing that and saying, "Hey, this is good. I like this." How do you reconcile that with just your own taste of like, "I like this. This is good, and I didn't need them to tell me this is good." It still feels good, and I recognize that, and I want to honor that, but like whether or not anyone says it or not, I'm proud of it.
Yeah, I think that was like the big part before the song came out. Like I was just sitting there feeling so content
Mm,
with like having masters that are just so good. And I've always loved my music. Like everything I've ever put out, I really love because like I love my voice and I'm thankful that God has given me this voice that I actually like. And you know, and the storytelling and the songs and the messages. But this was like music, like the sounds are sounds that I really, really, really like.
yeah,
And obviously like my voice and the lyrics too, but to have it sonically like feel like it's something that I would just listen to over and over, and like an artist that if I wasn't me, I would like this.
yeah,
Like that just was so satisfying. And yeah, so before the song even came out, I was just like, I am so content. Like
mm,
this is just the music of my dreams. And I really had no expectations of if anyone would like it, other than like the small core people like, Shrendell, or people that I'm around who are like, this is gonna be huge. But I never
yeah,
I don't believe that. I'm like, whatever, like whatever happens, I'm happy with whatever happens.
yeah,
And I do believe that the music is going to reach the right people that it needs to. Like I'm a true, true believer of that because that's happened for me. And,
same, yeah,
you know, and and so I just have I think I've gotten so good at holding things loosely that I can almost like not hold them at all. And I'm
Ooh,
learning to like I'm learning to like put my hand back on it and be like, hold it, enjoy this. Um, when other people are saying they love it, like, let yourself feel that. And, you know, don't let yourself be numb to it because I've worked 10 years to have a song that plays on something as huge as K Love. So, I don't want to yeah, I just don't want to numb. I don't ever want to numb. And so
yeah,
I've worked really hard at just like celebrating Noah and I just like celebrate every day. We just talk about it and we're like, what the heck? Like, and it helps me just to like actually enjoy it and not dissociate because essentially I can not really think it's real and just
Yeah.
continue going through my day. Even when people say things like, just because of all my traumas, I've gotten so used to disassociating. I'm like, this is so worth feeling and enjoying and celebrating.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love that. Um, in my thoughts, I wrestle with like how important Christian radio still is for um, breaking, building, maintaining artists in a world that seems like it's advancing past that, at least on the mainstream side of music. It still feels like radio has such a big hold for us. But on the other hand, I love that there's just so much potential for impact. Um, because like yes, K-Love's playing the song and that's great. I love that. But like it's not just them. It's so many other smaller but still necessary markets who are doing it. And like who's hearing it because someone took the chance on this thing. Like probably even more so than K-Love. They're very much reliant on we need like donors to stay alive. In
Totally.
a time where no one has any money to do anything.
No, literally.
But they still feel like, you know
Yes.
what, I'm going to donate to my local station because I appreciate what they're doing. Those stations hearing keep going and being like, we got to play this. We got to support this message and this newer artist. That just blows my mind. And even before, for everyone listening, there's something called like an ad date where a label or a radio promoter will send a song to a radio station and say, "Hey, here is the day that it goes for ads. You can officially like finally play it if you want to." We haven't even come across that date for your song yet, and people have still just like heard it and been like, "We got to play this." That's
I
just freaking mind blowing.
know.
So like,
It
shout
really
out to K Love.
is.
Shout out to everyone who's small and still doing it despite all
Yes.
the odds. Appreciate
It
you.
really is. I echo that 1,000%. Like, I've had a few ladies who run stations like Tiffany in Indiana and Christy Lee and like they're women who I've made relationships with over the past couple years and they individually texted me and like are like, hey, I'm adding your song like tomorrow.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, and I'm just like, what? Like, that is my phrase of this whole season is what? Because yeah, I mean, it is so hard for the radio teams at the labels to break an artist, to convince people, you know, they pour money, they pour flights, they pour programs and conferences and all these things just hoping and praying that their artist is going to get one ad and that is post ad date like you're saying.
Yeah, totally.
And the fact that like, you know, on release there were like whatever 10ish that decided to add it like that coming week. And now there's been a couple more. And I'm just like, God, what are you doing? Like, it feels very, it feels very like God's just giving me favor
Yeah.
in because he just wants to. And I've seen God do that in my life many times. It's really interesting because God's put me through the ringer on a lot of things. And also God's given me like very undeniable favor.
Mm,
And so I'm just like, huh, you really do like he is the God that gives and takes away. And my life is like living proof of that because I was just doing an interview, like writing down the answers. And um I was looking back on my story of like being discovered in this random little steak restaurant in Muscle Shoals. And I'm 17, and this guy who's from a Sony, a Nashville A&R, who happens to be having dinner there after golfing. and gives me his card and sees potential in me at 17, Stephen. And I'm like, I could have been anywhere that night. Like, I played tons of gigs all the time. You know, most of the time I was filling in for my piano teacher who he had a gig. So normally he would be like, "Hey, Rachel, can you fill in for me?" So, like,
Yeah.
logically, I wasn't even really supposed to be there, nor was that guy supposed to be down in Muscle Shoals because 10 years ago, actually, that would have been like 15 years ago, Muscle Shoals even wasn't the like what people know it to be now as like, understanding the music from there. And but it happened. And he saw potential enough in me. Then the fact that like he was willing to put me with a ton of writers and like act as my publisher for a year. And then I just there's so many talented people, and you know this more than me because you're constantly like scouting for talent. But there's so many talented people, and I go back to that little me who was like, "Yeah, I'm probably going to be an English teacher because like, what are the odds it would ever work out for me?"
Yeah.
And yet, God has divinely just done thing after thing after thing after thing that it's just like I couldn't walk away at this point if I tried, you know?
Mm. Yeah. Man. I
It's
love that.
crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I'm a big proponent of the biblical idea the best is yet to come. So like it can only get better.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, I do feel that. Like, yeah, I feel like God's been restoring so much dreaming in me through this process and faith and yeah, like if I'm already satisfied, everything else that's coming is just going to be cherry on top and um I just can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Um like I've barely even toured for real. Like my first tour, I can't imagine what that's going to be. And even a month from now after my song's been playing for a while and people like get to know who I am and it's just so exciting. It really really is.
And it should be. I love it.
Yeah, and to meet fans, like that's my favorite part. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty much it. I just wanted to do a check in on how you were feeling after the song release.
Mm, thank you.
Yeah.
I feel very celebrated. How do you feel like, you know, you've had different successes with artists in different ways and um they've looked different, but how does it feel for you on your end? Are you like do you feel pride or do you feel fear or do you feel I don't know, something else?
I definitely feel pride. I would like to after every single song I help an artist put out. And I think I pretty much have so far. So thank God for that. It's a little bit different for me because like I'm not carrying this song or these songs for the rest of my life. Like I'm helping you in the moment speak to what feels true. And hopefully 20
Mm,
years from now, you could look back and be like, I don't feel that way now, but back then it was real for me. So I'm still proud of that song. Um,
mm,
I feel like my job is done because it is. Like I helped you pick the song,
yeah.
I helped you record it. I mean, not literally, but
Right, right, right. I mean, you
pick,
did.
yeah, pick the song, it got recorded, it came out. My job is actually finished. So I can just sit
Mm,
back and be like, yeah, I'm proud of that. We'll see what it does. But either way, I'm proud of it.
mm. Do you remember the first time you heard "Keep Going"?
No.
Because I can't remember if it was in a song meeting or if I sent it to you beforehand.
You
I
probably sent it to me because you're excited about it.
probably. Yeah,
Um, but I have a terrible memory anyway, so I'm not surprised that I
yeah.
don't remember.
Okay. Yeah. Because
I
I
do
don't remember
remember,
like sending it and you being like, "Oh my gosh," you know.
yeah, I do remember hearing "Love Me the Best" for the first time, because
Really?
that was just you. It was just a work tape. You and Blessing just like playing around,
Oh,
and
you're
I remember,
right.
yeah, I remember being jazzed about it even then. So like before it had a demo or anything, it was like this
Yes.
kind of rocks.
Yeah, which I'm never sending a work tape unless it's me and Blessing because it only has vibes with me and Blessing.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I remember sending it and being like, there is something on this. Like,
yeah,
you know, yeah. And then it was perfect that, Strandell changed the hook because it was supposed to be you love me, yes, you do,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and it's awesome having being changed to you love me the best.
yeah. So
And then
we'll
we
see
have
what.
all this
Yeah,
new music coming. I'm like, oh,
yes, so much new stuff. I'm not gonna get to play any of the new things that we picked last week for Chris because he's out of town. But hopefully
oh,
next
okay.
week I'll play the team everything that we picked, and we can see how they feel about it.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. If they need to knock something off.
No, screw it. We're doing all the ones we picked.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I
do we
mean,
need something specific for the last thing?
oh, right. Because right. Yes.
Yeah.
Which I wish blessed behavior was going to be ready for that, but we're not going to cut it till like, or not cut it, but we're not going to demo it until August like 10, 11. So
Yeah, okay.
we're going to do that one and all that I need. And
Nice.
yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited. Strandell and I are getting our ducks in a row on production. And it's fun because he's going to have me be a part of just a lot of production stuff and
Nice.
be present. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So, me, it'll be fun for the content. So,
Yeah. All right, dude.
well,
That was it. Thanks.
yeah, thanks for the chat. I feel like this was a good celebratory, like an exclamation point.
Yeah, totally. And I'm sure whenever everything else comes out, at least the EP stuff, we can digest about that stuff too.
Oh man. Yeah, because next time we talk, Can't Trust You will be out, which is
Oh, nice.
crazy.
That song is so
Oh,
good. They're
it's
all good.
crazy. I know, like
Uh,
that song being out in the world, I think is gonna be harder for me to understand than keep going. So um and then your favorite belong to. I mean,
yeah, man,
I
so
know.
good.
I know. So anyway, well, thank you, friend. I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
so much.
You too.
All righty. Talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye.